So again, a nice easy week. Now, this next week, you're going to be taking your quiz on Wednesday. But the following week, we'll probably do it in class. It'll be real short. And I'm going to let you, if you write these down and put it in your notes, have them during the quiz. Now, I'm not going to ask you a bunch of them, but transitive property is one thing equals the second thing, and the second equals the third, then the first and the third have to be equal to. Additive identity just says when you add by 0, it doesn't change anything. Additive inverse means the opposite when you add, you get 0. The multiplicative identity, think of additive identity, doesn't change anything. What do you multiply by that doesn't change anything? 1. Multiplicative property of 0 just says when you multiply by 0, you get 0. Commutative property just says you can switch the order of the addition or multiplication. And associative says you can switch the grouping. So you could add the first two, then the third, or add the second two, then the first one. So read the section on this. Then if you write these down with what this is over here too, what they mean, I'll let you use it during the quiz. Not this coming week, but the following week. But the last thing we're doing this week, so this is a really, you're going to be able to do your homework in class probably. But putting in for variables, let's say x equals -6, y equals -3, z equals 9. So you put those into the variable to simplify or find out what it is. Now, whenever you put a number into the variable, you have to use parentheses. So the opposite of x is the opposite of -6. The opposite of -6 is 6. Now, parentheses, -6 quantity squared. It's in parentheses, so you got to multiply it by itself. So -6 times -6, two negatives make a positive. 6 and 6 is 36. Now you got to be careful. Be very careful. If the problem is originally opposite of 6 squared, most people get this one wrong because it's not in parentheses, so the negative is not affected by the square. So this is the opposite of 6 times 6, which is -36. Hoo-hoo, tricky, tricky, tricky. So this one would be -6 minus a -3, use parentheses, minus a minus is plus, -6 plus 3 is -3. This one, 9 divided by -3 would be -3. And then 2 times -6 in parentheses would be -12. Do these bottom 3 right here, and then turn me back on. So, okay, we got -6 plus a -3. You're adding, there's the same sign, so you keep the sign, add the number parts. So x minus z would be -6 minus a 9. So they're both minus, so it'd be -15. And y squared would be -3 quantity squared. -3 times -3 is 9. So this is very short week. Kind of giving you a little break. Since last week took all hour, I thought I'd give you a break here. Here's the homework. And I'm going to have you turn in all 3 of them. Because to be honest, it's really short. Okay? So next Sunday at noon, this is all due. And don't wait till Sunday morning. Silly, silly, silly. Get it done early. Nice, easy going. Have a good day.